Hi, my name is Dansha, and this is Thoka. She's one of my Icelandic horses. I was born with a rare tumor called a teratoma sticking out of the left side of my cheek and neck. When the doctors went in to remove it, they also took out bone, nerve, and muscle in order to be able to get the whole thing out, and that left half my face paralyzed. Now, that took quite a bit of adjustment during my life, but eventually what I came to do is I started writing about it. And so I've written 3 books now, including my memoir, Facing Up to It, and my most recent book is called Facial Shift, Adjusting to an Altered Appearance. I've also hosted a web series called Friending the Mirror, in which I interview people that have physical differences, and we talk about the nature of their difference and how they coped. I'm also a professional speaker, and recently I had the honor of being able to present a TEDx talk, and my talk is titled, Beauty is an Inside Job. And as I mentioned, and as you've noticed, I also have a small farm where I raise Icelandic horses. What a facial difference means to me is being noticed. Now, sometimes being noticed is a bad thing, like when people stare at me, or when they point or make rude comments or make assumptions about my intellect. But what I prefer to do is I prefer to look at my difference as a positive thing, because what it does is it makes me memorable. When I meet people, I make an impression. It's more than just my face. I have an outgoing personality, and it really helps develop relationships because people remember me. The message that I have for people with facial differences as well as their family members is that the most important thing that my family did for me, that my parents did while I was growing up, is they took me everywhere. We traveled a lot, and I got to go all kinds of places, including national parks and theme parks and restaurants, and this gave me the opportunity to adjust, to learn how to deal with the way other people reacted to me. And it also just gave me some absolutely fantastic experiences of being out there and living life. And so I'm very grateful to my parents for doing that. So my advice to people with differences or family members of people with differences, get out of the house, go out and do things, because that's how you're gonna live. One of my life goals is to become an in-demand paid speaker. Now, what that means is, the paid part's pretty obvious, but the in-demand part means that I have organizations and schools and conferences coming to me to ask that I would come speak to them because they recognize the value of my message. Now, what is that message? That message is resilience. It's accepting and embracing differences in both ourselves and others. And it also has to do with not allowing what other people think to determine how you see yourself, how you form your identity. What I would like for everyone, not just people with facial differences, is to make their own choices about how they live their life. Because why would you give anyone else that kind of power to say what you can and can't do with your life? And I just think that is the most important message for people, is get out, live your life, and have fun.